Good morning. In Mexico, the killing of notorious drug lord El Mencho by the Mexican military this past Sunday has plunged parts of the country into a new wave of violence, raising serious questions about the government's ability to maintain order and the safety of the upcoming Football World Cup. Following the death of the powerful drug boss, whose real name was Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, violence escalated rapidly across many regions. Witnesses describe a terrifying landscape. For instance, Paula, a resident of Guadalajara, sent videos depicting armed groups setting kiosks ablaze and firing indiscriminately into the streets. The population is gripped by fear. Paula herself, who regularly participates in search parties for missing persons believed to be victims of organized crime, intended to go out last Sunday. However, she found all roads blocked. Unable to reach her destination or even return home, she recounted how businesses were closed and public transportation halted. Nothing moved. This chaos exemplifies the cartel's immediate and brutal response. In the aftermath, the cartel launched a coordinated counterattack marked by widespread road blockades, intense shootouts, and looting. This surge of terror has affected both the local population and tourists alike. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum addressed the nation on Monday, urging calm and assuring the public that the government had the situation under control. She stated during a press conference that all authorities and federal forces, including security forces and the public prosecutor's office, were coordinated and ready for any situation. The most important objective, she emphasized, was to restore peace and tranquility. It is worth noting that the United States had previously placed a $15 million bounty on El Mencho's head, highlighting his international significance. This recent operation to take down such a high-profile figure came as a surprise, especially with the Football World Cup just 4 months away. Guadalajara, a major host city for the tournament, is the capital of Jalisco State, which lends its name to El Mencho's cartel, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Experts had widely anticipated that any such decisive blow against organized drug trafficking would be delayed until after the World Cup, precisely to avoid the bloody power struggles that typically follow the decapitation of a major cartel. Security expert David Saucedo expresses serious doubts about Mexico's capability to protect teams, tourists, and fans during the championship. Saucedo warns that if the governments of the United States and Mexico continue to exert pressure on the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, the cartel is likely to disrupt the Football World Cup and provoke incidents. This, he suggests, would force the Mexican government to cease its operations against them. Adding to the grim picture, in the months leading up to these events, search parties similar to Paula's discovered hundreds of bags containing human remains around the Akron Stadium in Guadalajara, one of the World Cup venues. In Jalisco State alone, an astonishing 16,000 people are currently missing, a testament to the cartel's pervasive presence throughout the country. Violence researcher David Coronado also casts a skeptical eye on the state's ability to manage the situation. Coronado believes that the Mexican state has never truly had full control, and he anticipates even less control now. He points to the coordinated actions of El Mencho's followers last Sunday as clear evidence of this weakening state authority. Both Saucedo and Coronado agree that cartels are meticulously networked, professional in coordinating their attacks, and deeply intertwined with local politics. It remains too early to determine whether the killing of El Mencho will lead to more peace before the World Cup, as promised by the Mexican government. However, experts are clear: eliminating one cartel boss will not bring long-term peace. On the contrary, the fragmentation of cartels following such a major event could immediately trigger even more violence across the country. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.